everyone, we are back to finish finding Quincy a home, because for some reason, he's moving house, or he never had one, and now he wishes to own a goddamn mansion. Anyway, let us continue our journey. Whew. It's actually my sister's birthday today, so it's hopefully going to be a good night and good food. I know we're having some sort of Indian curry, I believe, which will be absolutely delicious. Right, it's not round 4, so Quincy should do well here. Let's try there. That seems like a good spot. Send it. Oh yeah. So oh, beautiful. As always, Quincy never misses. I've just come back from work. I completely forgot there was a Magic Monkeys only segment to this game. Huh. Well, it was a good thing I prepared accordingly. Wow. But yeah, got back from work. Work was good. Very good. I got put on a bunch of things that I really enjoyed doing. And so it didn't really feel like I was working, if I'm honest. But yeah, good times all round. Came home. Started relaxing. Hells yeah. Hells yeah. Oh, I forgot I got the little snowflakes for my ninja to throw now. Oh, those do look good. And honestly, if anything was close enough to a ninja star, it would be the snowflakes, for sure. I love that idea. Could you imagine somehow being able to harness and sharpen a snowflake and then throw it at people to hurt them? That's like one of the few things I kind of envy about like anime and TV shows and shit like that. Because, first of all, straight up, if Avatar, Legend of Aang, was or The Last Airbender, rather, if that was real, I would 100% want to be a waterbender. Firebending's cool. Yeah, alright. You can shoot flames out of your fists, whatever. Waterbending counters that, first of all. That's the main thing. Earthbending would be my second choice. Airbending seems really fucking lame, except for when you get to Legend of Korra, because that's when airbending can be used to fucking suffocate people. Which, don't get me wrong, I don't really care for doing that either, but at least there's a practical use to it. I mean, I guess you can do parkour really well. That was like 99% of what Aang used airbending for. So I guess that's a thing. But yeah, outside of parkour and being able to, you know, hover around on a little ball full of air, yeah, it doesn't scream useful to me. Waterbending, on the other hand, that's just so fucking cool. You can drown people. Well, that shouldn't be the first thing that comes to my mind when I think waterbending. But still, just in general, water is such a versatile liquid, you know? So many things you can do with it, and as a waterbending, you'd be able to freeze the water as well. So essentially, you've got a little bit of earthbending capabilities there too, because you can technically throw just like a bunch of water at someone and then freeze it halfway to turn it into a solid brick. They'll never fucking see it coming. That's one thing I wish they did more in the Avatar series, actually. Like, a lot of the times they'd throw water at people and then it would turn into like little needles that would be thrown at them. I really want to see them just throw like a fuck ton of water and just turn it into one massive block and drop it on someone. Yeah, that would be pretty great. Admittedly, I am a little bit like I'm fully for water, right? Water and ice, be fucking cool to control those. And if you manage to get the if you did the right training and the full moon was out, or whatever requirements were needed for that, you could even become a bloodbender, which is incredibly messed up when you think about it, but could come in handy. It could come in handy. If you don't know, essentially in the series, they can normally just control water and ice as a component of that, but a select few of the waterbenders can also bend blood, which basically just means everybody turns into a puppet that you can control if you really want to. I'm pretty sure it's banned in the show. It's like outlawed or something. It's definitely a big no-no. It's definitely a big no-no. But that would be fucking cool. That would be absolutely cool. Especially if you were into like the medical side of things. Because now I'm just imagining like anybody in the medical school being able to use bloodbending can just be like, if I send the right amount of blood to this area of their body, you know, they'll gain a fucking heart condition or something. I don't know. You could probably send enough blood to the head to make them pass out. That'd be interesting. Or just send enough to their feet so that they can't get their shoes off. That would be fun. But then, of course, there's the whole, yes, you can all be my little puppets sort of thing. That's the scary part, though, because, like, admittedly, you can't blood bend someone to then use their bending. So, like, you can't blood bend someone to then earth bend through them. No, I think there's, like, a willingness component, almost like a consensual, I'm using the powers now moment. That is involved, but if anybody has any sort of physical weaponry, for example a sword or a gun, you could absolutely bloodbend them to pull the trigger or run into someone else with the sword. That is one of the most overpowered things in that universe, honestly. The only way you can really take out a bloodbender is through betrayal. You know, make them think that you're on their side and then out of nowhere stab them in the back. I think that's the only way they've been taken out, actually. Either that or you just have to outclass them. Typically by being a bloodbender yourself. So, yeah, not a lot of weaknesses there. But yeah, I would still probably go for water. Earthbending is pretty cool though, not gonna lie. Because there's a possibility for you to also be able to metal bend and lava bend. That shit I could really get behind. Admittedly, there's not gonna be a lot of situations where I'm seeing lava. But if I'm an earthbender and a metal bender, I could go fucking deep into the ground. I could maybe find lava. Fucking Minecraft style right there. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, being an earthbender is basically just turning on Minecraft mode. You know, you can just instantly mine out the block underneath you. Just keep going down. You know, cover it back up on top. Don't leave a single trace. It's beautiful. So yeah, I feel like I'd either want waterbending, mainly waterbending to be honest. It seems the most useful. Plus it, you know, on top of it being an actual form of fighting, it can also be used for like healing. You can use it, like you can freeze it, turn it into ice and shit. So that means on hot summer days in Australia, I'd just instantly have cold water, which would be so good. So good. But yeah, it can also be used for healing and... what was the other one? Is there another one for waterbending? I feel like there might be. I feel like every one of them had 3. You know, there's like the base version, there's a slightly different thing you can do, and then another slightly different thing you could do. I don't know. Maybe I'm making it up. But either way, I'd definitely be a waterbender first, then an earthbender, and then probably fire than air. Don't get me wrong, I'm not sleeping on fire. I do think fire's cool. And probably like on par with water in terms of practicality. But I don't know. I just feel like I'd use water more. And same with earth. But at the same time, fire does allow you to... wait, is fire the lava bending one? No, fire's not the lava bending one. It's weird. It seems like there's like a crossover episode in between those two. But yeah, fire also enables lightning, I believe. So you can... is it redirection of lightning or creation of lightning? I think it's a bit of both. I think you can create and redirect lightning if you're a firebender, which is also pretty fucking cool. I just forget if there's like another thing for it. I feel like all of them had 2 extra components. I know airbending has like a spiritual side to it. I think you can sort of leave your physical body as your spiritual self and basically go through walls and shit. Like, obviously you're not in a physical form, so you can't physically interact, but you can still like communicate, I think, through various means. I don't know. It's actually been a while since I've watched Legend of Korra, and that's where a lot of this stuff was introduced. So I'm not fully versed, but goddamn, it's a good show. It's a great show. Last Airbender was an amazing show for comedy. The Legend of Korra was great for like the development of characters, lore, understanding more about bending, and actually like it kind of stepped it up a little in maturity as well. Like, you could definitely tell The Last Airbender was targeted towards like kids at the time, but now it's like Legend of Korra. That deals with a fair few adult themes. Obviously not to that extent, but you know, it's more grown up than The Last Airbender, that's for sure. Alright. There we go. Banana farm. Perfect. That'll be all we need to get through this level. Now the difficult thing is gonna be, what was it called? Midnight Mansion? Yeah, so that one will be the truly difficult part of this puzzle. I'm sure we'll get it sorted, but it's the scary part for sure. Quincy, just make sure everything's alright, will ya? Will ya please? Alright, let's do this. I didn't actually mean to place that to stop the camo balloon. I mean, I'm assuming Quincy has camo detection by now. He should. But yeah, I just wanted to place a sniper in general. We've got leads coming up. Admittedly, Druid's also got that covered, but just covering all bases. Alright, and we're only going to 70, so this should be a breeze, in theory. I'm not too sure. Yeah, no. Oh, we can't possibly fail this. Right. Set up for a marketplace. A little bit extra money. Ooh, sniper, you good? Okay, we good. Alright. I want to get a marketplace and bouncing bullets before round 40 if possible. I feel like I'd be pleased with that position. Okay. Are we safe? We seem safe. Also, I don't know how many people have actually watched this show, but I was explaining on the stream yesterday about a show called Black Mirror. Now, if you've watched Black Mirror, or just a handful of the episodes, you'll know how fucking crazy it sounds to people who haven't watched Black Mirror. And if you've watched it all, and you vaguely know what some of the titles of the episodes are referring to, then you'll know for a fact that if you've told someone about Black Mirror, and about the Striking Vipers episode, you know for a fact their face is fucking priceless. God damn. If you're gonna watch Black Mirror, I don't necessarily recommend the Striking Vipers episode, but it's one of those episodes that makes you go, huh, what the fuck did I just watch? It's very strange. It's very strange. Anyway, I won't spoil anything for the people that potentially want to go and start watching it, but it's on Netflix. Every episode is completely new. There's no linear story throughout multiple episodes as far as I'm aware. There might be little Easter eggs hidden in and around some of the episodes, but for the most part, it's all completely separate episodes, and they all deal with variously weird interesting situations. Actually, I want that near Quincy now that I think about it. He needs a bit of help. But yeah, a lot of the time it's set sort of further into the future than into the past. But yeah, there's a lot of problems they go through with technology in that show. Where there's a lot, it's basically just someone's hypothetical situation come to life. Obviously in a TV show, so not realistically come to life, but still, it's sort of further explored and explained, like how everything would work. But damn, it does bring up a lot of good questions. Like, it does also touch on things like, you know, if we did have these abilities and powers and things, there'd need to be rules on it, right? Because there was one episode where it was essentially everybody's got a little chip, little device thing in either their neck or the side of their head, I can't remember which one. But basically the whole idea was anything you see and hear, any memories you make, you can access ever since you've had the chip and replay them on like a sort of projected screen for you to watch again and play again. So for example, if someone tells you something they really wanted to have for Christmas, but you forgot to write notes and take it down, you could replay that memory of them telling you, and you just know it. You know, it's basically like a little cheat code for your memory. If you've experienced it, then you have the knowledge. But then that brings up questions like, you know, if people do that in the middle of an exam or a testing situation, is that allowed? Because technically it's their memory, but at the same time, it's sort of like cheating. And then I think in the actual show itself, they had like customs, and basically the way it was working was that instead of bringing like a passport and proof of ID and all that, instead if you're going through like customs at like an airport or a security checkpoint in general, you have to rewind the past like 72 hours worth of your memories and present them to the officers, and they'll then look through that and decide whether you're clear to go through or not. Which is interesting. I don't know, there's a whole bunch of random wacky things, and some very disturbing as well. Should put that as a bit of a warning as well. But yeah, it is such an interesting show. It does actually, like, having separate episodes that aren't relating to one another kind of hooks me in more. Because I'm not dedicated and 100% locked on to one linear story that I have to remember and keep track of. Like, I know it's not difficult, it's not like a crazy difficult thing to do to remember the storyline of the show you're watching, but it is quite nice to just drop in on a new episode and be like, alright, well, there's no prior knowledge needed. I'm just in for the ride here and we'll see where this shit goes. It's very interesting. Would highly recommend it if you're interested in strange things that make you think weird fucking thoughts. There's not really any better way I can put that. But I definitely recommend you watch a few episodes. Because, not gonna lie, if the first episode is what I remember the first episode being, I think that's literally just about blackmail and unfortunate timing. And I think someone got kidnapped, but then they actually kind of didn't get kidnapped, but they also kind of did. I mean, they got kidnapped. Essentially, they were trying to prove a point where, like, someone was kidnapped. There was a clause or like a ransom note stating, I won't give any spoilers, but stating that, you know, unless blank was done, then they would kill this kidnapped person. And the kidnapped person was an important person, so obviously they were like, right, well, we have to abide by the rules here and do this thing. But yeah, it's an interesting episode, but I wouldn't say it's a good one to get you hooked. And that's the best part. You can pick any season and just pick an episode and start watching. I think Striking Vipers was one of the latest ones to be released, which was intriguing. I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, Striking Vipers really just got me. I don't know. That one really just messed with my head, and I was like, oh damn, what the fuck is this show about? Alright, well, Quincy's coming home to some Christmas presents, it seems. Also, I did not know you could remove these. Can you remove them all? No. Okay. That makes sense. So, to my knowledge, the fire... Yeah, the fire blocks line of sight. So, if you've got a sniper looking down, he can't see through the fire, and if you've got an alchemist aiming up... Oh, it doesn't give a shit. Huh, cool. Interesting. Wow. So I guess that fire is just an extra level of or layer, I should say, because the alchemist does not give a fuck about it. That's cool. Right. So essentially what happens, I think, is the balloons come in through this side, they go down here, and then they come up through here. Now this is gonna be tricky, because first of all, you'll notice there is absolutely nowhere for a banana farm or anything big to fit, which is awkward, but that's why we brought along so many magic monkeys. And we only have to go to 75, which is fine. We can deal with that. So let's do that, first of all. And then we'll put Quincy down, I mean, here, I guess. And then we'll also have a ninja up here. So we'll have Ninja Alk this side, Quincy that side, Druid down here, and hopefully that's enough. We'll see though, we'll see. This is most likely one of the parts where we will lose some lives. And then again, maybe we won't. Maybe all will be well, and we won't lose a single life whatsoever, and life will be great. I think I've only played this map once before. Literally just once before. And it was pretty damn hectic. From memory. Unless it was for a previous Odyssey. I don't think it was for a previous Odyssey. Maybe it was for a custom challenge or something. I don't know, but I've definitely played this map before, and it definitely didn't go all that well for me. Okay. Let's get our alchemist down. Put you on strong. There we go. That should help. And dip. Cool. Okay. Okay. So far, so good. I like the balloon jutsu. I do. But I want to get another Druid of the Jungle and then continue upgrading it. Because let's face it, if a Moab comes out, we're not going to be super prepared. I mean, I guess we do have Quincy's ability, and hopefully we'll have a Bloom Jitsu at the time. But I want to get another Druid of the Jungle, because I'm not sure we're ready for the Cerams underneath it. Alright, there we go. Cool. Sorted. Brilliant. Berserker Brew. Okay. Nice. Okay, I feel more confident now, I guess. Oh, I didn't actually tell you guys what I got my sister for her birthday. So essentially we play a lot of Overwatch 2 together. And she mains Zenyatta. So I figured probably best to get her something Zenyatta related. And so... And I'm kind of regretting this decision because of Google. And Google Chrome in general, but we'll touch on that later. So I got her a poster, a metal poster from Displate. Not sponsored whatsoever. Yous can all fucking ignore Displate and I won't bat an eye, right? Okay, that's what I was worried about. Right. But yeah, so I got her from Displate. Not sponsored once again. Cool Zenyatta poster. And she seems pretty pleased with it, and so am I. It looks good. It's pretty cool. The one thing I am regretting about it, though, is the fact that... Oh, come on, it's close. It's so close. Is the fact that now that I've done that, the only advertising I ever see ever, anywhere, and probably for the rest of my life, is always to do with Displate. And it fucking annoys me, because I'm like, I will eventually use your services again, but after I've just used them, that is not the time to advertise to me. It's really not. That's the time when I'm more likely to be like, fuck you, I'm not buying anymore just out of spite. Anyway, that's my little rant for the day. Triple damage to Mob class balloon sounds pretty fucking good, so let's try that. Oh, that is much better. I like that much better. Can we deal some... Oh. I mean, I might not kill us. Alright, let's find another workaround, shall we? So there's that. There is definitely that. And once again, big boys can't really fit anywhere. It's annoying. It's really, really tedious and annoying. So let's just place another druid. We've got 4 of them. We may as well use them. Do your job, Quincy. Fuck them up. Nice. Blinjitsu, please be a little stronger. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, druids. Druids. I'm still not pleased with that. And I mean, if I get another druid with Druid of the Jungle, then it's not gonna... Oh, I suppose we could get Heart of Thunder. How much does Heart of Thunder work? Or how well does it work, rather? Let's try. Good on you, Quince. You're doing well. Better than most people would have expected. Ooh. Oh, well, Thunder was it. It was absolutely the answer. Beautiful, beautiful. Right. Let's... What do we do now? Stronger Stim for sure. Stronger Stim would have helped out a long time ago if we were able to afford it. But like I said, I was scared of that round, and for good reason, it seems. It was pretty terrifying. I suppose we could get a sniper for the top layer, but... Oh. Can we put him on the banister? Oh, that would have been a beautiful idea. Oh, and I guess that splits it in half. Yeah, that's okay. That's annoying. Let's just do this instead then. Let's put one of you here, one of you here. That'll be good. I do want to place my other 2 druids. Because infinite range is never a bad thing, in my mind. Plus the second another Moab tries to try anything, we can just smack the shit out of it with good old Quincy and our top team here. And then all 4 of these guys can just grab the ceramics and crush them to death. It'll be great. Right, I'm thinking, when in doubt on your own skills on a certain map, the best step to take is guaranteeing you've got abilities that will help you through this shitty situation. So I'm gonna go with a couple Summon Phoenix abilities. Seems like a smart call. Once you have it 2 minimum, 3 if you want to be more comfortable, but when you get 3 Phoenix abilities, you basically have an infinite Phoenix if you time it right. But we'll settle for 2. We'll settle for 2. Yes, yes. Oh, I just realized there might be cake tonight. That would be good. Fuck yeah. Although, to be fair, my sister's not really into cake per se. More like lemon meringue. It's more her speed. Different type of pastry, but still, it's not bad. It's not bad. Not a fan of the lemon part in particular, but it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. But damn, that's gonna do a number on me for sure. Indian curry and then lemon meringue pie. Oh well. It'll be worth it. It'll be, although I am working tomorrow. It might not be worth it, but still. I'ma do it anyway. And hey, by, what is it, Sunday? Sunday. In 2 days' time. It's gonna be a week until Christmas. That's mental. That is absolutely mental. We're good on these. How do we deal with a Moab? Oh, a BFB, sorry. Just only Quincy's first ability. How do we deal with it? Are we good? Oh wow, we're actually good. Damn. Damn. Also, this Summon Phoenix is gonna really help out for 63 if we start struggling. And I suspect we might start struggling. That's the annoying thing, man. You can't even place like a plane anywhere. You think there's room, but there's not. There's just not. Are we good? Oh, wow, we are. Nice. I was gonna use What's-His-Face's ability on that, but didn't even need it. Yep, let's do this. Just to be sure. So just let it fly around the screen for a bit. And then, boop, do the other one. And then by the time that one's done, this one's basically come back. And everything is all good. Yeah, nice. Right, I don't really know what to upgrade now. I guess we can get even more of these guys doing more work. Because they have hidden some of Druid of the Jungle's power inside of Jungle's Bounty. They've locked it away. Just make the round easier. There we go. But goddamn, I am loving these Druids. Druids are great. Okay. In fact, I think there was a time when I wouldn't pick Druids at all for an Odyssey. That just seems stupid to me now. Like, I definitely know for a fact there were times where I was like, you know what would really help in this Odyssey? A Druid. And then I'd just work my way around it anyway and be like, oh, that's fine, I can find another way. But now it's, I mean, look at this. Look at all these thorns. It's just so helpful. Hell yeah. And they've also said that they like the strength of the Middle Path Buccaneer. Like, they're happy with where it's at right now. And admittedly, they have adjusted the price of it, so it's a lot more expensive to get Pirate Lord. But at least it's keeping its original strength. I'm glad they didn't revert it. Sort of nerf it again. But they did say they were also going to reconsider the price in the future. They just wanted it to be slightly higher for now. So they're not entirely sure if that's high enough yet. Or, you know, maybe they'll lower it back down. Who knows? But yeah, they're still thinking on the Buccaneer. It's not out of the water just yet. Okay, we good? We'll send out a Phoenix just to make sure. And I think that's us done. This was pretty quick, but it seems like we've settled on this mansion being Quincy's new location to live. Ain't that sweet? Aren't we just the best? Although I feel like there's probably a better way to find a home than immediately attacking all the spots that balloons are invading. So yeah, might not fully enjoy his new home, but yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. But there you go. That has been a brand new home. Ooh, 100 presents. I've actually been working on the collection event, so that'll be a nice little gift. Let's see what Insta-monkeys we got, because why not, right? Come on. You meant to pop up. Ooh, I am collecting primary monkeys, so let's go. Let's go. What have we got? 300, 130. Okay. Oh, we got a purple. 230, 004. Ooh, I like that. It's weird. Like, don't get me wrong, if I got the perfect cross path, I would appreciate it, but at the same time, being able to choose the cross path is also nice. It's also nice. I do actually have a video coming out soon about the collection event and how I personally grind to get all these lovely little presents for it, but that will probably be released tomorrow, maybe. So anyway, that has been what was it? Finding a new home, a brand new home. That has been a brand new home. The Odyssey completed. No monkey knowledge needed. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care and have a great week.